welcome back to Lloyd and JD's 2 Minute Topics. I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
And today we're talking about the nemesis.
Vaping. We get the most hate mail.
We get the most hate mail on this one.
Yeah.
And this one's going to blow you away.
Yeah.
By the way, feel free if you're a Calgary vapor to come on the show.
Yeah,
And
we've put that out there before. If you own a vaping business, we'd love to have you on the show and talk about vaping in your business and all this kind of stuff, and especially what's coming up.
So I'm going to throw some shit out here quick. I don't know if this is true or not. I read this the other day. Could have been true. Could have not been true. It was on the internet. I'm going to throw it out here anyway because I like to do that. I'm going to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Apparently, in China, they've been doing a lot of research because Chinese like to do research, even on whales while they're eating them. But they were doing a whole bunch of research, and they found that there is a disease virus. I'm not going to show what they call it. I'm going to call it a disease.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call it. And it's found in the world in places where they deal with harmful gases or something. It is found in other places, so there's already a name for it. And over a long period of time, it like breaks down your lungs and it does some real hardcore shit. And basically, still not good for you.
Yeah.
And it is only there is a couple brands out there that don't have this chemical in their juice because we're going to get tons of comments like, dude, I get my juice from like fucking Organic Joe and fucking like, I know, like, I watch him make it, bro. So like, troll.
It doesn't matter if Organic Joe makes it or not.
We're going to get a ton of trolls here from Organic Joe.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, apparently like 80% of these things carry this chemical, and it's just not fucking good for you, which we all knew it was going to come out at the end of the day. There's no way.
And we had talked about it before.
There's no way we're ever going to make a vape chemical that goes inside your lungs and doesn't do some harmful shit. Yeah. We all smoke weed, and although weed it's one of the least harmful things that you can probably put in your body, it's still not good for your lungs. If you have a lung test before you smoke weed and you smoke weed for like a bunch of time and then you do a lung test, it will be like 1% fucking worse or some shit like that, but it's still not going to be better, right? It's still doing some harmful shit, just at like the slowest rate possible, and you're probably going to be okay because your lung can break down the organicness of weed.
If you're going to inhale anything, it's going to do some sort of damage. And we had said before, the FDA had done tests and they had found harmful chemicals in some of the juices that are out there. They've done more tests. They found that especially in flavored kind of vapes, that there's even more harmful chemicals. And for that reason, and this is basically what the 2 minute topic is about, is the Canadian government is going to regulate that industry.
Finally.
There we go.
Finally,
so,
we're going to regulate it. So all this stuff, whether true or not true, will be regulated, hopefully to some degree where we can figure out what is actually going on.
So they've acknowledged that there's more tests that need done. They need to understand.
Which we should have known anyway.
Well, I know.
We did the same thing with tobacco. It's so funny. Like we make the same mistake over and over again. We're just like, oh, there's this new thing. Maybe we should like test it. I don't know. Like meth seemed good at the time.
And the funny thing is, we've done 2 or 3 vape videos before this where we got a lot of hate, where we were talking about this stuff. And
it's true, motherfuckers. And it's not the best thing in the world. It might get you off tobacco. It might not, but either way, you're putting some harmful liquid shit in your lungs.
And if that's great.
And you know what?
If it's moving you from tobacco to vape and then to nothing, okay, so be it.
I thought about this the other day because I was reading this article and I thought about this. Fucking genius that I am. Okay, I'm sitting there like, smoking's bad, right? You're addicted to smoking. You smoke your cigarette. You go an hour. You smoke another cigarette. You vape all fucking day long. I work with vapors. It's a fucking godly thing to them. And it's not just a puff. Those guys go hard, man. It's like, and they blowing like massive clouds out. It's like, how cool can you be to blow massive clouds? You never do that with a cigarette. You're literally packing your lungs with this chemical all day long. Yeah. Like you hear people gaming. They're just vaping. Constantly, man. Just constantly over the microphone. It's a constant thing. I never smoked cigarettes like that, not in my life. There might be chain smokers out there. You've seen the Chinese love it. Yeah. You see they play chess in the park and they'll smoke like 80 cigarettes. Yeah. It's craziness. But the majority of people that are addicted to cigarettes just have a smoke. Yeah. The amount of juice that these kids go through. I work with a kid and he buys juice like every 2 days. He's like best friends with the guys in the store. Like, and they're like, dude, we sell you so much juice. They love him. It's just like, yeah, you're totally killing him. Like he goes through like the highest rate of tobacco you can get in the juice. And he goes through it in like a day. It's nuts.
And it's funny because
he burns the juice at a rate that's unfathomable. Yeah. And he'll take a puff and you can see the juice going down. Yeah. And he's like puffing it. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, and like half of the day, he's like, I got a headache. I'm like, I've got a headache. Yeah. So there's no way that doing something that much can even be good. Yeah. You're going to find a way to hurt yourself doing it like that. Like, you know, you can't constantly inhale something. Like the amount, he takes more juice than he does oxygen.
Yeah. The vape businesses are going to be pissed off because what they mentioned in the legislation, the Canadian government mentioned, is they're going to target kids. So obviously they're going to make it so it's illegal for kids, which is great.
Fuck, it should be illegal for kids.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Oh, there's juice without tobacco in it.
As long as it doesn't have
He's
nicotine.
still a child.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be smoking anything.
Yeah.
Like, you're a child.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's regulated. I don't give a fuck how mad they are.
Yeah.
Send your hate mail. I'm happy. I am so happy.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. I would stay away from the juice, to be honest with you. If you're going to quit smoking, quit smoking.
Yep.
It doesn't,
There's all
it doesn't
other
help you quit.
alternatives.
I've tried it. It doesn't help you quit. Like, there might be some people out there it's worked for because, you know, everyone's different, but I had a really hard time. I'm a heavy addictive person.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything for me. I just got addicted to the juice. I just wanted juice all day long. I wanted that sweet nectar. So I've stopped both. I'm actually tobacco
That's good.
free.
Congrats.
So fuck you, tobacco. Fuck you, vape. I'm healthy as shit. Smoke the ganj. I'm Lloyd.
I'm JD.
Peace.
See ya.